All right, second grade, let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, second grade. Good morning, second grade! All right, everybody, happy Monday, and welcome to Extended Remote Learning. So we're going to be doing this a bit longer. I made a video last night, and I put it along with this video on the Google Classroom stream. Go ahead and watch it. It's all about how to use Google Classroom, because we're going to start using that more often for work completion, since we're going to be doing this for a few more weeks, okay? So that's what's new. Make sure you check out that video after you're done watching this. It'll walk you right through how to use Google Classroom. I think I did an okay job, so please let me know if you have any questions, okay? Reach out to me through email or write me a comment under the classroom stream for today. All right, let's hop right into what we need to get done today on Monday. First things first, in ELA, I'd like us to jump right back into compound words. You've already done the first one. This is compound words 2, so go ahead. Remember, you're building a new word using 2 words, okay? So this one right here, I had a hard time with it at first. Sunshine is a sunflower, okay? So go ahead and build it and write the whole word out for all of them, okay? So we're starting with that. After that, you are going into read to self for 30 minutes. Make sure you are reading your book for the entire time, or if you have smaller books, you're reading all your smaller books during those 30 minutes. After you're done with your reading, you're heading into the classwork tab in Google Classroom. This is new. In there, you're going to be working on a prompt, and it's called setting. So think about the setting of a book that you read, and you are going to write back to me in that Google document that you'll see in the Classroom tab. So hop in there, you'll see more about it, okay? After you're done with that, you click the Turn In button, and then you're heading into Lexia or IXL for 20 minutes. Once you're all done with that, we're heading into writing, and this is a little bit different than what we've been doing. So for writing, we've normally been going into the learning menu. It's been more like free write. Today, I have an actual prompt for you to respond to. You're going to head into Google Classroom in the classwork tab, and you are going to be doing informational writing, and there's a Google Doc in there for you to start writing on. I do not expect you to finish it today. Just go ahead and get a good start on it. Take 20 minutes. Do your best work. Okay? Once you are done with that, do not click the Turn In button unless it's done. So just close out of your tab. Then you're going into your special time. So today it is library, and I have a link right here in the stream for that. It's Mrs. Goodwin reading a book, so please enjoy. After that, you have your lunch, your recess time. Try to get outside, enjoy some of that fresh air. Once you are done having a break, go ahead, you're going to be doing your math. You're going to be working on worksheet 3, page 56, which is this one right here. First, you're going to be comparing like fractions, so you're looking at the bottom number, because those would be the similar fractions, and those are the ones that you're circling for each question. So you're circling the like fractions, just like up here in the example. Then down here, we're going to start with adding fractions. So it shows this fraction plus this fraction equals a new fraction. So go ahead, you're going to color that in. So quickly, I wanted to do a super quick mini lesson on fractions. And as you can see, we have a new setting here for our classroom. This is my home office. I also have my easel behind me, so I'm going to pull that out, and we're going to go through a few fraction things really quick. Let's get the chair out of the way. All right, up on the board, I have a couple of ways that we can show fractions, so this should be a review for a lot of people. Up at the top, I'll show you this one. So to show a fraction, first it needs to be split into equal groups. This one is pretty equal right here. Did my best wrong. So we can show a fraction by coloring in a part of it. So if we do that, this first part is colored, but the second part is not. So the way we would write it would be just like this. So the parts that are colored is the first number right on top. 1 out of, and then how many parts in total. So we have 2 parts for that one. So the fraction is read 1 out of 2, or more commonly we call this 1/2. Same thing for this one right here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 parts to it. They're split up into equal parts, so we can start coloring them in. But guess what? It doesn't have to be in any order. We can color this one over here, right? And then we can color this one right here. So for this one, remember the first number is the number of parts that are colored. 1, 2, 3. 3 parts out of 1, 2, 3, 4 total parts. And this is read 3 out of 4, or 3/4, or we could even say 3/4. And we'll go over that more once we go over money. That'll make more sense. But that's how we read some of these fourths, okay? Another one. Again, super easy. This one's split up into 3 equal parts. We can just do that one, and we can do this one. So the number of total parts that are colored is 2. Out of 1, 2, 3 total parts. We can read this 2 out of 3, or 2/3. Okay? Last one right here. And this one's going to be a little bit of a tricky one. So, what happens when we color all of them in? I'm sure some of you are wondering that question. So we're going to color all of these in. All the parts are colored. Let's go ahead, let's write the fraction first and see what happens. So, we have 3 colored parts out of 1, 2, 3 total parts. We could call this 3 over 3, 3/3. There's even another way, and this is the way that I prefer. So once we get an entire fraction filled up, think of this as like a giant pizza. Even though it doesn't look like one, think of it as a giant pizza. You have a whole pizza, right? It's not split up into 1/2 of a pizza. It's not split up into 2/3 of a pizza, 3/4 of a pizza. This is 3/3 of a pizza. It's the whole pizza, right? The whole thing's there. So another way we can say this is 1 whole. That's what we call it when the whole fraction is filled up. We can call it 1. Some people call it a whole. We're going to be calling it 1 whole because it's still there altogether. All right. Moving on to what you need to do today. We're going to be adding fractions together. So, again, you're going to get the hang of this really easy. Really quickly, watch. So, say we have a fraction that looks like this. What's this one? We have 1 part out of 1, 2, 3. We're going to call it 1/3 plus it's the same thing as this one, right? 1/3 equals, now count your parts that are colored. We have 1 part that's colored, 2 parts that are colored. So our new fraction is going to show that, 2 parts that are colored. So our new fraction is 2 parts that are colored out of 3. And this is the really cool and interesting part. Watch this. So if you're writing out the fractions, looking at it like this, it looks like an addition problem too, right? It's the same thing. Except we're not using pictures, we're using numbers. Notice what gets added. Are we adding the bottom numbers together? Nope, looks like they're staying the same. 3, 3, and 3. But look at the top number, your numerator. 1 plus 1 equals 2. So when you're adding like fractions like this, and these are like fractions because the denominator is the same, the bottom number, when you're adding like fractions like this, your top numbers are added together, and your bottom numbers stay the same because it's showing the same fraction. Okay? So that's what you're going to be trying out today. Try your best with it. It'll be great. All right. Once you are done with that, there's an exit slip in Google Classroom under classwork. Go ahead and try that out. Remember, do your own work. As soon as you turn in the exit slip, go into Dreambox or IXL for 20 minutes. And lastly, to wrap up the day is science. And like I said with writing, it's a little bit different now. I want us to be doing more work in Google Classroom. So you're going to go under the Classwork tab in Google Classroom, and you're going to be putting all your work in that science document that I made for you, okay? You're going to pick something from the learning menu and record everything in Google Docs, okay? So that is your day. If you have any questions, please reach out to your parents. They can give me an email, or you can even write me a comment under the classroom stream under this, okay? I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right. Have an awesome day, second grade, and good luck.